Co-authored by Harry Mazer and Peter Lerangis, the historical young adult novel Somebody, Please Tell Me Who I Am delves into the life of Ben Bright, a privileged, intelligent, handsome, and talented high school senior graduating from New York's Eastport High School. Despite his promising future, Ben makes the selfless decision to enlist in the military, only to be involved in a tragic accident that results in a brain injury. The novel portrays Ben's ongoing struggle to communicate and his slow journey towards recovery. Recognized with the American Library Association's Schneider Family Book Award for Teenagers, the book artistically explores the disability experience for young audiences. Somebody, Please Tell Me Who I Am presents an authentic war narrative that illustrates the far-reaching impact of pain and injury, a narrative encompassing themes of family, loss, identity, resilience, and love. The story opens during the high school's production of West Side Story, in which Ben takes on the role of Tony and his girlfriend, Ariella, portrays Maria. Determined to keep his impending enlistment in the U.S. Army and upcoming deployment a secret until after the performance, Ben faces a dilemma. When his best friend Nico Petropoulos confronts him about his unusual behavior, Ben reluctantly reveals his plans to serve in Iraq. Nico's anger and frustration at Ben's choice strain their friendship. The school play is a resounding success, with Ben's outstanding performance standing out despite the mounting pressure of his secret and the tension between him and Nico. Following the show, during a post-performance dinner at a Chinese restaurant, the drama teacher shares an exciting opportunity for Ben to appear on television. A Hollywood director in the audience expressed interest in him for a role in a teen show. However, when asked about his indifferent reaction, Ben stuns everyone by disclosing his upcoming deployment, a revelation that leaves the drama teacher in disbelief. Nico informs Ariella about Ben's plans, leading to a heated argument between the couple. Despite Ariella's anger over Ben's decision, their disagreement doesn't alter Ben's resolve, and their relationship remains intact. In fact, Ben proposes marriage to Ariella before his deployment, a proposal she accepts. The narrative shifts to follow Ben to Iraq, where he serves alongside a small unit tasked with building rapport with the locals. Despite their recent training, the group approaches the challenging mission with a touch of humor and camaraderie. Yet, the locals' apparent unease and distrust dampen their spirits. They attribute this mistrust to the general oppression, poverty, and the presence of Al-Qaeda, understanding the reasons behind the Iraqis' apprehension. As the group ventures into a nearby town, they encounter the same air of anxiety. Tragedy strikes when a devastating explosion occurs. Back home, Ben's family is celebrating his brother Chris's 15th birthday with Nico when they receive a phone call from an officer bearing grim news. Ben is critically injured and being airlifted to Walter Reed Hospital. Urgently summoned to Washington, the family prepares for his arrival. Doctors inform them of the severe extent of Ben's brain damage, warning of potential loss of memory, motor control, and sensory perception. When Ben emerges from his coma, his memory is wiped, and his ability to think and communicate is impaired. The narrative simultaneously follows Ariella, who is now a college freshman at Chase College. Learning about Ben's condition from Nico, she joins him on a trip to Washington to support Ben and his family during this trying time. 2 days after Ben's injury, his family, friend, and fiancé gather around his motionless form, hoping for any signs of improvement. Ben's incoherent mutterings provide a glimpse into the extent of his cognitive damage, revealing a hazy perception of his surroundings. He's unable to recognize his own identity. As one of the characters puts it, Ben is not dead, and he's not alive. The group turns to Dr. Perini, the attending physician, seeking information on Ben's condition. Dr. Perini explains that while Ben's mind is still receptive, his brain may not reconnect with his memories and thoughts for a while. This vague prognosis leaves the group heartbroken. Ben's parents experience emotional turmoil, his brother Chris reacts with frustration, Nico withdraws, and Ariella is left in a state of shock. 2 months later, Ben is transferred to a rehabilitation facility in Palo Alto, California. Under the guidance of Dr. Larson, he works diligently to rebuild his memory and communication skills. Despite his efforts, progress is slow, and he often feels that he's connecting with others even though the results are limited. Meanwhile, Ariella forms a connection with Jared, sharing common interests. In their conversations over coffee and snacks, she omits any mention of Ben, although her loyalty remains unwavering. 6 months pass, and Ben's memory book reflects noticeable advancements. His handwriting, though resembling that of a child, is legible. He manages to formulate brief responses to questions and can navigate on his own with the assistance of a walker. However, day-to-day tasks and basic communication remain challenging. Frustration mounts as Ben longs for a speedier recovery. By August, Ben is making strides. He can write and speak in short sentences, although with considerable effort. Yet, his struggle to remember his identity and his loved ones persists. Come November, his friend Hayseed, who also suffered injuries in the explosion, pays Ben a visit. The story concludes on a heartwarming note of optimism for Ben's recovery as he starts to remember his friends. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.